Hi everyone, this is Craig Zelzer here. Happy Saturday. Wanted to put together a short video with some key tips about connecting effectively on LinkedIn for impact, because it's a platform that I use a lot. I've gotten tremendous value from and also, get a lot of connection requests. But before we jump into some impact career tips, just a quick joke. Did you hear about the guy who got a job at the bakery because he needed the bread or the dough? It's a little bit first funny. To put out there, LinkedIn used to be such a boring platform. Let me say it again. LinkedIn was boring. But out of all the social media networks or the social networking platforms, I do think for me, LinkedIn has increasingly become one of the most dynamic, engaging, and informative places to be out there. Yes, there is spam. There's people trying to sell you stuff for inspiration, connection, information, learning, opportunity, and so much more. I've maxed out on my LinkedIn connections. So I think you can have unlimited followers on LinkedIn, but 30,000 is the maximum number of LinkedIn first degree connections you can have. And occasionally I'll go in and clear them out to open up a little bit more space. And I get a lot of connection requests. So these are just some tips I wanted to share as part of the work we do at PC. What is important about connecting? So the more robust your LinkedIn feed, the homepage where LinkedIn lives, the more you're going to find all these opportunities. And the goal of connecting on LinkedIn really is to build a strong feed that you'll see job opportunities, consultancies, interesting publications. And the more you engage on LinkedIn, also the more likely it is that others will see you or your content, whether it's recruiters, peers, networks, or just people looking to connect for kind of interesting learning. One of the first things when I get a connection request is that I look at how active someone is on LinkedIn. And I'm not just speaking for myself. I do a lot of research. We teach workshops on LinkedIn for impact. If I see someone, if I know them, I'm likely to accept a connection request unless I'm maxed out. But if I don't know the person and their last activity was 6 months ago, 11 months ago, 12 months ago, it's very unlikely I and also others who are getting such requests are going to be accepting that connection. So if you're not actively engaged on LinkedIn on a regular basis, and that really means ideally weekly, and we'll do a whole other post on engaging on LinkedIn, but if you're not engaging, then in some ways I'd say don't waste the connection request. So that's one thing. And LinkedIn's algorithm, it really favors users who are more engaged, and the more visible your profile and the more engaged you are, the more likely you are to get, both connection requests accepted and more. And a study by LinkedIn shows that users who post weekly often get a 2 times lift in engagement. So if you're not engaging, think about why not and start exploring that. Second is a strong profile. LinkedIn or others like to say it's your digital handshake. So if I don't know someone, I'm going to look at, their profile, how they summarize their career, headshot, ideally looking professional, high quality. And with all the AI tools out there, it's quite easy to find a way to make it strong. Headshots tend to get, lead profiles to get about 20 times more engagement. So make sure your profile is reasonably filled out, in addition to being engaging, because it's more likely you're going to get connection requests accepted and also others connecting with you. This is not just a one-way thing of people reaching out. It's also going the other way. Quite important is also looking at the number of mutual connections that you have with someone. So if someone reaches out to me and we have 50 or 100 or 300 mutual connections, that's almost like a validation, and I'm more likely to accept that connection versus if we have 1 or 2. If we have no connections, it's very unlikely I'm going to accept it. If we have a good number, it's almost like a certificate or a vouch of trust that, that your work is kind of insightful and engaging. So LinkedIn data suggests that having mutual connections means that it radically increases the chance of a connection request being accepted. Another key point is don't just sell or job hunt on LinkedIn. So really, even if you need a job, which I understand, there's been times in my career, I've been job hunting, looking for months. It's very frustrating. We work with career impact people all over the world who are looking for the next opportunity. But if you put job hunting first and don't put connecting and learning and curiosity and potential collaboration, it's often going to lead to a lot of frustration. So I can say whether you're getting a connection request or sending one out, don't just connect with someone if it's accepted, say, hey, can you help me find a job? Or can we set up a meeting to talk about, how I can help your business or something? It's really about engaging with people and organizations authentically over time. So if you connect and have an ask or a sell immediately, it's likely you're going to receive an unconnect or a block. Another really useful thing is LinkedIn groups. And the functionality of LinkedIn groups is not great. But if you connect with someone and and that person have one or more mutual groups, again, it's another way of verifying or kind of credentialing. And also LinkedIn groups can be another strong way to increase the quality of your feed and also, be engaged and find peers and people to learn from. So if you're only part of one or two groups, think about joining more. Whether you're looking for a job or just to stay current in whatever industry or sector you're working in or passionate about or trying to upskill, the more you expand your feed and connections, the richer your feed's going to be. And it's a virtuous, like nice circle. So the more you connect with people and the more you engage, the more others will see you, but also the more content you'll see and the more opportunities, and then the algorithm and then recruiters. And, so it really has a lot of strong benefits. Of course, you are going to get some spam and people selling you things. So I'm not saying by all means do you have to accept or put, all the connection requests. Some of these tips come from a lot of the work we do in the PCDN Career Campus and our own experience. And also, we do offer this incredible course. If you're looking to radically upskill your career, we're offering the 4th cohort of our Accelerate Your Social Impact Career course on Maven starting in early February. It's a terrific course where we cover how to find jobs in social impact. And, the average age of people who take the course or the average years of experience tends to be a lot of the tips we're giving on impact careers come from our own experience, but also working with hundreds of people in our career coaching and our PCDN Career Campus and doing online and in-person workshops around the world over the past 2 to 3 decades. And just a little bit of a plug, we have the 4th cohort of our Accelerate Your Social Impact Career course coming up on Maven. We'll put the link below. It's an amazing place to learn. It's a month-long accelerator. It's most of the people who tend to take the course. We have students and participants from all over the globe. I think last session in September, we probably had 8 or 9 different countries, mostly mid-career professionals. Some people were already in the social impact space and others were looking how to move into it. We cover where to find the jobs, a lot on remote jobs, the trends, where to upskill. And then really what we do is help you develop the best materials possible, resumes, cover letters, help you learn how to develop super compelling job applications, what makes a difference, understand what employers want. We go into interviewing for impact. If you get an offer or fortunate enough to get an offer, negotiating salaries, vetting the employers, looking at benefits, and also how to use AI in your job search. And this is really a course not just to find your next job, but to stay relevant and build a long-term sustainable impact career. And for people who take the course, you can get 30% off if you sign up soon with the course with the code PCDN-Maven30. You can just enter it at checkout. And also by taking the course, you get 1 year access to the amazing PCDN Career Campus. So where you get, we curate hundreds of opportunities a month. You get all sorts of great things. So check it out. Thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day and stay tuned for our next video.